Hello, my beautiful and talented people. Thank you to everybody who's been liking, sharing, subscribing, and commenting. I appreciate that. And I am doing a giveaway at 5,000 subscribers, so make sure you're subscribed and you comment and you're in the running. Today we're asking, what do people think about you? So you, pile 1 is the golden file, pile 2 is the dragon, pile 3 is the shell box, and then finally there's the little flower. So feel which one seems right, and we're going to move on to our gorgeous pile number 1. So pile number 1. So you had the golden vial. I don't know why it sounded like file for a second there, but just file that away. Okay. What do people think about you? Queen of Swords, 3 of Wands, 4 of Pentacles, go. So with the Queen of Swords is generally intellectual. I've got that you've got a sharp wit. It can be somebody. No, I don't think that you really keep people at a distance, but I feel like you're very cerebral. You seem to be very cerebral and very future goal focused. How do people see you? But, okay, you might be holding back a little bit. Sometimes people do feel like it's hard to get close to you. Because it could be that, you don't share. I feel like you just don't want to be completely open with your heart. And I feel like a lot of people want a new beginning in love for you. I feel like some people feel like at this point you're a little closed off, which, life can be difficult and sometimes that's understandable. So what are people thinking about you? I will say that a lot of people do have a lot of emotions for you. People do feel for you, but I feel like there are people who truly want to offer you love and affection. But again, the Queen of Swords comes out a second time. At least in the eyes of others, you have this field around you which you're going to defend. So how do others see you? I feel like they do see that, you have future goals, that you put a lot of effort towards that. With the 4 of Pentacles and the 6 of Pentacles, because the 4 of Pentacles is holding back, and the 6 of Pentacles, like this is literally not really giving, and this is giving. So I feel like people want there to be more of a give and take with you. And again, I don't think that they think you're selfish, but I feel like people think you're closed off. And is this about somebody else? No, I feel like you do show that you care with your actions. But I just heard the term arm's length in my head. So for some reason, now my hand itches. So I'm kidding. So I will say I feel like people do, yeah, I feel like people think you're caring but distant. They definitely see you as somebody that is either very accomplished or is capable of great accomplishment. People see you being able to do great things. People, pardon me, it's almost like it's not a reading if I don't drop something. So, how do other people think about you? But they do see you emotionally walk away. I feel like people, there is a want from people for you to be more open, for you to, I feel like people, it's like you may have a hard time receiving things. Like you're willing, like there's a part of you that's willing to give, but you don't want to open your heart. You, there are some people where you're just the goal, like 10 of pentacles, 10 of cups, like people do feel emotionally fulfilled by you, but I feel like it's a little bit, it's almost like it's hard. Some people think like it's hard for you to receive the love. Should I take this one? Okay. King of Swords. So we've had the Queen of Swords out twice and the King of Swords. Is there somebody, is this somebody in your life currently? Is this you? What I'm getting is, at least in other people's eyes, like they feel like you've been hurt badly. And it's like you don't want to open yourself up to that again. Even though, people enjoy being with you, people want to build things with you, like people have a lot of faith in you. But I feel like it's like people see that you got hurt really badly. You got hurt by badly. Um, and I'm thinking by somebody that was supposed to be there for you. And it kind of makes you a little emotionally unavailable. Your gut knows all, trust it. I will say that most of your cards have been, like, you have a lot of sword cards and you also have a lot of cups. Um, but I feel like sometimes you do have a hard time trusting your gut. And you kind of want to, and there is nothing wrong with being cerebral, it is a wonderful thing, but it's almost like you want to turn off the other parts of you, which is limiting. So just know that there are people who really love you. There are people who You know, you bring them a lot of happiness, but even sometimes you're giving, but you're so afraid to be hurt that it's hard for you to receive. And as a result, like people want you to be more of a free spirit, which I mean, you've been deeply hurt. It can be definitely hard to make yourself vulnerable again. And obviously, you shouldn't just make yourself vulnerable to anybody. There are people who aren't worth your time and attention, but your gut's gonna know. In fact, your gut's gonna know a little bit more than your head is. So I feel like the people in your life, want you to get the most out of it, and that you are somebody accomplished, you are somebody prosperous, and you've got a good heart, and you've done a lot to build and grow yourself. But I'm getting like people feel like maybe it's a time to heal for you, or at least that's what they want to happen. Because people see you as a very valuable connection in their life, and people do appreciate you. So I feel like for most people, I just heard let yourself be loved. I feel like people want to give you love. And I mean, I'm not just talking romantic. I'm just talking about people who care about you. Um, People who want to be close to you. So they do want you to break free a little bit. Because people want the world for you and people do think that you can get there. But it's like I'm trying to look for that Ace of Cups. It's like you need an emotional new beginning to get there. Well, thank you so much. I really appreciate you. If you do want a free reading, I'm giving away two as soon as I hit 5,000 subscribers. So just make sure you're subscribed and you comment and you're in the running for that. I'm going to move on to our gorgeous pile number twos. I'm sorry, pile number two. I just somehow looked at something else when I was writing. You got a little confused for a second. So you had the dragon. What do other people think about you? Four of Wands, Three of Cups, Ten of Cups. People think you are a good time because this is a celebration. This is a celebration. This is emotional fulfillment. This is working together. It's like you're fun and you're stable. You are somebody that works well with others, in addition to just being willing to be silly. What do other people think about you? Yeah. I feel like people might initially just think you're silly, but eventually they do see some depth. Yeah. Why? people really want to be in your energy space, as I say, as I pull the sun. So now you have the 10 of cups and the sun and the 3 of cups. Now the 3 of cups, it's a silly good time. Like, you are somebody that people want to be around. You're somebody that people want to work with. And you're somebody people want to build with. Like, when you're there, people notice you and people are having a good time. Like, people really see this kind of halo of energy around you. The sun. King of Swords. Are you the King of Yeah, I feel like you have this intellectual core, um, but I feel like you're somebody who's, whip smart and funny, especially with all these other cards. You kind of use your intelligence to make other people happy. So yeah, I feel like you're entertaining. Page of Pentacles. I feel like you do also talk about the concrete things. You might also be really successful. Like, it's partially just people want to be around you. People want to be around that energy. I feel like you kind of have this gamut between you of kind of silly to profound. Yeah. So the Lovers, people are very attracted. Again, people are very attracted to you. And why wouldn't they, when your energy is this positive, this good, this engaging? Ah, um, and I do feel like, again, a lot of people want your energy, so you can be a little bit defensive. Yeah. You're this really fun, good time person who happens to be really hardworking, and also like you've achieved a success, but it's success that you've earned. And you are an excellent balance of the head and the heart. You are somebody that is both intellectually as well as emotionally intelligent. And I feel like that's one of the reasons why people have such a good time around you, because you show people that you care, while at the same time you have this depth of intelligence. You also, like, people can see what you do, and I feel like instead of bragging, I don't think you do. I think you just let your success speak for you. Take responsibility. You're too old for the blame game. So, yeah, I feel like you're here to have fun, but you're not here to play any games or psychodrama. You're here because I feel like you really realize that any moment you can celebrating. Like, I feel like you don't take that for granted. You you take responsibility for your stuff. You take responsibility for your life. And when you're not really having to be responsible, you choose to have a good time. Like, you don't really mess with things that are drama, because why would you? Also, a lot of people have, if people have been around you for a long time, people have seen a big transformation in you. But yeah, like, people definitely are physically attracted and see that you are somebody that they would want in their long-term life. And it's, because you're both very intelligent and very yeah. So the energy around you is super healing for people. And again, that might maybe why you're defensive of your energy, because you probably have a lot of people who, there are always people who, just want to take, and they're not interested in giving. Again, you aren't playing that game. There's no blame, you just move on. So people seek you for healing. And it doesn't, you might be in a healing profession, you might not, and I feel like a lot of you aren't, but people feel that your presence, your personality, your energy is healing. So people want to be around it, because again, you act in a very loving way. Like with the Queen of Cups, with the Ten of Cups, with the Sun, like you over and over again show people that you care. It's obvious to people that you care. Um, and I feel like, plus you've got that intelligence, but I feel like you kind of use that intelligence to make people laugh. Um, as well as I'm sure that you guys also have, strong things that you use that for, but I feel like everybody feels like, like people feel like they're in on it. People don't feel like they're the butt of it. 444 is on the clock, so that might be very significant for you. Again, Four of Wands is out in the front. But people really appreciate you. I feel like you probably don't know how much just you being you, this strong, confident, powerful person who's also, giving and kind. I feel like you don't realize just how you being you helps, but it does. And again, this, you may make friends easily, but I'm not getting that that's what it is. It's like there's a lot of connections in your life. And there's a lot of connections in your life because you have this wonderful, beautiful energy. You have like people, you're a big catch. You're a catch. Um, and you're very intelligent again. But with the cold heart, you're not cold hearted, but there are people who come to you who are kind of cold and empty inside. And they are trying to warm and fulfill themselves through you. Again, that might be some of that energy that's, I feel like whatever's happened, you've learned to defend yourself from that. But part of the reason why you have those people, and it's not because it's not because you just attract bad people. You just attract old people. Like everybody wants to be around you, and occasionally some of those people are not the best people, but it looks like you have good discernment, but to be able to tell who to invest in and who not to. But everybody thinks you're a catch, so if you're with somebody, everybody's thinking that person got lucky, and if you're not, everybody wants to be close to you. And I feel like you've not only transformed over the years, but you're somebody who's transformational. Again, that healing energy, I feel like, yeah, there's some people who aren't going to grow and change because that's an individual thing. That's up to every individual person. But your energy kind of creates a safe space to transform. So I feel like you do have people who grow and change and transform because of their exposure to you. So you should know what a powerful gift that is. And when I say it's not necessarily a gift to you, it's a gift to everybody around you. So I hope that this helps. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you. If you do want a free reading, I'm giving away two as soon as I hit 5,000 subscribers. So just make sure that you're subscribed and you comment. We're going to move on to our gorgeous pile number 3. So pile number 3, you have the shell box. What do people think about you? What do people think about you? 10 of Cups. Ace of Pentacles. Yeah, you have people who have a lot of strong feelings for you. I feel like you specifically have one or more people who want to offer you something concrete, something to, okay. You're somebody who makes people happy. You're somebody who makes people happy. And I feel like you may have gone through a difficult time. You may still be going through a difficult time. And I feel like because you are this person that brings joy, there are people who want to offer you things of value, to help you get through this. Because you have been somebody who's been steady, stable, reliable. Like you're somebody that, part of the reason why people want to offer you these things is because you've really been the stable, steady, reliable, nurturing people. I feel like you've shown a lot of kindness. You've shown a lot of kindness. And the Queen of Swords. And I feel like you've just had to be more guarded and strong. But know that like all that light that you gave people, like there is a desire to give back to you. With the priestess, the high priestess, I feel like people think that you're wise and strong. If you're going through a hard time, you have people who are so sad for you. Some of you may be grieving with the death. Like, just know that people want to bring happiness back to you, even though you're dealing with harshness. Like, and people see your strength, see your wisdom, they see your patience. And if you're going through difficulty, people are mad and sad for you on your behalf. Like people care for of I feel like you have been treated unfairly, at least in the eyes of others. And again, that's partially why people want to give you new opportunities, new chances. They want you to have new beginnings. Like people want to just pour love on you. And it's kind of because of all the love that you've already given. It's none of this is unearned. It's just occasionally bad things happen to good people. And that's how people see you. People see you as a really good person who's had a rough time. With the Two of Swords, do people, I feel like, again, you've had a rough time, and I feel like some people don't know what to do. The Five of Cups comes out again. Because they want to offer you wish fulfillment, but people know that what you've dealt with is not something small. Yeah, they want you to be happy again, but they also recognize that some of you may have suffered a loss. For those of you who haven't, you know, you've gone through something like some of you may have actually lost a family member or a person that was close to you. Other of you, like maybe they did not die, but there's something, there's a rough reality, and a lot of people, like, they see your sadness, they see your pain, they do not like your sadness, they do not like your pain, they do not think you deserve it. So there's so many people who want to give you love, want to help you fill up that cup again. I want you to be able to see the good and the happy again. But not everybody's good at in knowing what to do in those kind of situations. It is something that is very delicate, and I feel like sometimes people don't act because they don't know what to do. And it's not because they don't care, it's because they don't know what to do. But they see you, like, you are greatly admired. And they do see you as strong. Like, nobody thinks that you should just get over what you've had to deal with, but at the same time, they want you to be happy. So they don't know what to do about it. This life isn't one size fits all. So I feel like, you may have had experiences that may have been very different than other people. But I think that a lot of people think that you're just an awesome person, that they want to be really happy, that has made a lot of people happy, that has really gotten a rough deal. That's what people think. What do people think about me? People want you to have healing. So this is like there's some kind of connection that's significant here. And again, you're going through some transformation. For some reason, this fell on my lap and I didn't even notice. So remember, there are people who have been there before you. If you need one, find a mentor. Real guidance and advice is invaluable. So I feel like some people, if they can't be a mentor or give you advice, like, they want you to have it. Like, people want you to have the support you need. Not everybody knows how to give it to you, though. But whatever's happening, you've had a big transition and a big loss. And there are people who feel very connected to you. Like when you're sad, they're sad. So it's one of those things where, like, these people, don't just want you to heal, they want you to thrive, they want you to have your wishes. Like, again, the people in your life you're very lucky for. And you may, because the people in your life love you so much. Yeah, they just, they want you to not only not have bad things, but want 3 times the good things for you. Like they just want your life to be so much better. And they feel like this connection with you is a prosperous connection. And I feel like, again, like if you guys have, maybe suffered a loss of the job, there are people who want to offer that to you. Like it's almost like I'm getting an energy of people who just want to give you whatever you need. Like they may not know what to give you, but like they want to give you just whatever you need. So you do have that love, you do have um that, and again, this people want to work with you, people want to cooperate with you, and people really think that the connection with you is good fortune. I feel like people, you're going through something right now, but people feel like they're lucky to know somebody like you. They're like, yeah, it's so it's it's hard, but like people have very developed loving feelings towards you. And it may, a lot of them are not necessarily romantic. A lot of them are just like the people who really know you really love you. And I think that that shows a lot of your character. Yeah. I'm getting that people want to give you comfort because you are this source of happiness, of magic, of joy. And right now they're seeing somebody who's a source of magic, happiness, joy, deal with difficulty, pain, and loss. And unfortunately, pain is inevitable, but these people don't want you to suffer. They just, they want your life to be as wonderful as you are. And they truly think you're wonderful. So you are going through something difficult, but I can only say that you are really loved. So I hope that this helps you. If you do want a free reading, I'm giving away 2 as soon as I hit 5,000 subscribers. So just make sure that you're subscribed and you comment. And we're going to move on to our gorgeous pile number 4 with the Blossom. How do others think about you? Knight of Swords. Three of Swords. The Empress. You're the person that everybody wants to come through, like you're the person that everybody wants to talk to when they hurt, because you have this incredibly loving, strong presence. It's like people, I feel like it's almost like, some of you may be mothers or fathers, but for some of you, you may be a surrogate mother or father. You're somebody that, when life is tough, things are hard, people want to come to you because people know that you'll be genuine and kind and loving and real. And none of it says in the cards, but I heard it in my head, funny. So I feel like you end up having a lot of people come to you when they hurt. How do other people think about you? You're probably also a very, yeah, you're an excellent communicator. And I think that you're also somebody who you're going to listen to somebody, but you also take action. And you actually also inspire people to take action. Again, like a lot of your power is in how beautiful, how gentle, and how giving your heart is. And unfortunately, that does mean that people unload their burdens to you. With the Three of Swords again, I feel like you are somebody that really knows and understands heartbreak. The Empress and the Emperor. Are you the Empress and the Emperor? Oh, okay. You're also somebody who you attract in a lot of abundance, but you also make abundance happen. You very much you're balanced in all the elements and you're balanced in both your feminine and masculine aspects. So a lot of people, I feel like a lot of people take for granted how competent and strong you are. Because it's like competent, strong, kind, giving. Like you have this open and loving energy. And again, you're here with a loving ear, but you also, I feel like people when they come to you also are going to get real practical solutions. And if they don't want to, I feel like a lot of them realize that they shouldn't. Like if they're not ready to learn and grow, well, no, you definitely have people who just unload. But I feel like part of the price is that you expect them to grow. And I do feel like as open, as loving, as kind as you are, you're still somebody, again, you're very balanced within the elements. So if somebody takes advantage of that kindness, well, they just no longer get the benefit of being in your space. I feel like you definitely have people who just, who took advantage of that. Um, and they just I feel like as soon as somebody takes advantage of you, they know it because everything falls apart. And they it's like you're a refuge of strength and power. Uh, and I feel like it's like, but it's like once people test you, once people play you, they not only don't get anything out of it, they lose everything that they just would have had by having you in their life. So I feel like you give people clarity, happiness, and occasionally hard lessons. You are strong but fair. But yeah, the people you cut out, they don't feel the same. It's kind of like it's almost like having Mr. Rogers being angry at you. Like, like you no longer you have this loving, like your aura of love is so strong that at some point you when you're completely cut off, and you will completely cut off, um but you don't do it for anything small. You do it for the people who use you, who break your heart, like, because it is about justice and fairness. You have an extraordinarily high standard for yourself that is nowhere near as strong as you have for other people, but you just won't put up with ridiculous and bad behavior. And why would you? You are good and strong by yourself. You also know that old ways won't open new doors. So if people don't want to grow and change, that's fine. But if they don't want to blossom, and I feel like you're not really out to change people, but you're just not going to put up with things that aren't worth putting up with. Patience. Yeah, you're strong, you're patient, you're kind. Um, but if somebody hurts or takes advantage of you, or hurts and takes advantage of somebody you care about, the doors close. How, what do people think about you? Yeah. People see you as incredibly responsible. You also see you as somebody, like, they see you as somebody who's, like, nobody thinks that, you don't have everything together. Like, people think that you have things together, you have things in hand. Maybe some people take that for granted. Um, you take responsibility for yourself, and you may be this kind, loving person, but you expect other people to take responsibility for what they do. At the same time, you just show a lot of loving, giving, kindness. But with the Mars charm, I feel like sometimes people don't like, I feel like it's weird because people realize how strong you are, but I feel like that, they feel like that they don't, it's like they get how strong you are, but they don't get how strong you are. And they don't like it on the outside of your protection. Again, I don't think that you're going after people, but it's just like, it's like you give clarity, comfort, happiness, and somebody, sets up bad things, and then they find out that you're a fighter and a lover. Like but I don't think it's physical. I just think that I feel like people think that they have way more chances to mess up with you because you are this patient person, you are this kind person, you are this loving person. And I feel like you do forgive people, but there's people who try to take advantage, and I feel like those are the people that they get one shot. You're also somebody that's I feel like you're fun, you're stylish, you have an interest in you, like you have a confidence, you have this confidence about you. You're not afraid to be you. Well, it's not reading really well, but this is a amethyst. It kind of looks blue, but it's not. So this ring, I feel like with the amethyst, that is about the crown chakra, which is about connection with the divine. Like, I feel like, and it's also royalty. Purple is a royal color. So I feel it's weird. Like, I feel like most people, I feel like you're a good judge, and most people who are worth keeping around, you do keep around. But you have this judgment, and you have this possible psychic connection. Like you have a good alignment with the divine, whether or not you are aware of it, but you're somebody who's strong and really is able to look at the core of an issue. And it's one of the reasons why people come to you with their heartbreak, why people come to unburden their self to you. But you're somebody that has dealt with heartbreak and has done what you can to change, open doors, be the best version of yourself, be, you know, I feel like a lot of you have had to be really independent because I think that a lot of the help and support that you get, it's not that people wouldn't help and support you, but I feel like you've definitely had a lot of times where you didn't have that. It's one of the reasons why you had to become so independent. But I feel like it's also one of the reasons why you have this kindness about you because you know what it's like to not have that support. And you don't really want that for other people. So, yeah, people see you as incredibly powerful. Like, people people know that you're a leader, and the people know that you're the smart person to follow. And is there anything else? Because usually I'd be done now, but I feel like I need to pull something else. There's something else you need to know. So what else do you need to know? My gorgeous pile number 4. 7 of Swords. Yeah, like I said, you've had people use and take from you. Yeah, I feel like people end up always being worse off for that. Like, it's like you're so giving. It's like you're so giving that nobody really needed to ever try to take from you, but some people do anyways. Um, so you take what you need to do to rest and heal, and you just succeed. And those people, the people who don't treat you right, it's like that story, Killing the Golden Goose. Like, it was a resource. It was, the goose was giving and giving and giving, and you just thought that you could get more, and then you lose your entire opportunity. So the people in your life, for the most part, I feel like the people who don't do you right kind of get a reality check. And they kind of have to figure out what kind of person that they've actually been. Um, Unfortunately, they don't get to continue to be in your life. So I hope that this helps you. If you do want a free reading, I'm giving away 2 since I hit 5,000 subscribers. So just make sure that you're subscribed and you comment. And I also want to say thank you to everybody who's been liking, sharing, subscribing, commenting, and booking readings. It all matters, and I really appreciate it.